Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. It's a Saturday, so happy Saturday to you all. I hope it's been a fantastic day. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your weekend. I know that I said that I would start uploading every Friday, but right now I'm filming on Friday, and my sleep pattern is absolutely screwed, really badly, and I don't know if I'm too light or too dark. I need better lighting. So yeah, just choking on air, you know how it is. Yeah, my sleep pattern is absolutely screwed. I go to bed at like 8 AM, 9 AM, and then I get up at like 3 PM if I sleep. So yeah, fantastic. Anyway, I said in the last video that I had a bit of a story time video about my experience with why I got my COVID vaccine and why I've been asked to shield throughout the whole of COVID. And well, you actually wanted to hear that story time, so I thought we'll film it and we'll talk about it before we get into the really fun and kind of cringeworthy content in the next couple of weeks. So here it goes. So as all of you who are here, in fact everybody who is here knows, I was rejected from the army for my eyesight. Not for any other underlying health conditions, not for anything that was wrong with me, or anything that was detrimental in my health. It was just because of my eyesight. So I passed my medical, I passed my eyesight exam as well, but for some reason, anyway, we're not getting into that. However, I was told at the beginning of COVID that I needed a shield. And I was like, okay, maybe it's because I had surgery in 2019. So I had surgery in 2019, and on my eyes, and everybody was saying, oh, maybe it's because of that, maybe because of that. I was like, that's 2 years ago nearly. Oh, so it's over a year ago. It was over a year ago. Yeah, it was over a year ago. I was like, it's over a year ago. Why would I need to shield because of that? Everybody's like, that must be why it is. That must be why it is. If you know, maybe your eyes haven't healed and you can catch it through your eyes. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go with it. Then kept coming, and it was like, okay, every so often I was like, you need to shield, you need to shield, you need to shield. I was like, I'm self-employed, I've been working, I was going out doing shoots, I was still working my normal kind of shifts, obviously, or my normal kind of work, as it were, obviously COVID permissive and within COVID regulations. And then it, just let me record the video once this time. And then, yeah, so it came to like February this year. I was still up in Bath with Bogan, or down in Bath with Bogan, and I got a letter come through saying, and Mum said, oh, you got a letter? And I was like, okay, well, one with a ting. She goes, you got your COVID vaccine? And I was like, huh? I'm like, I was 22 at the time, so I wasn't, now I'm 23, I know, getting old, basically got grey hair now, but yeah, so I was like, oh, why am I getting my COVID jab? I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take it anyway. So February the 6th rolls around, that's the date that I had for my thingy, for my vaccine, so I'm itching my leg. And Bogan took me down to the surgery down here, because obviously I hadn't really registered anywhere or anything like that. And we went to the surgery, and you know, it was really, really well done. It was like a military procedure. It was really, really good. You got there, they took your name, so they took your name, and then they gave you hand sanitizer, and then they took your temperature, then they showed you, like, told you what room to go into, and it was really, really well done. But I sat down, and I had this really young doctor and this older nurse, both lovely, lovely people. And I feel like the nurse was definitely somebody who'd worked in paediatrics before, because I didn't even know that she had it in her hand. Then she stabbed me, and that sounds weird. Then she stabbed me, and I didn't feel it. I don't really get affected by needles and injections anyway, so. Like, they don't normally hurt me, I've got, you know, tough skin. But she was really, really fantastic. But the doctor, I said, do you have any idea why I'm getting this? They were like, what do you mean? I was like, I've got no underlying health conditions, I've got nothing wrong with me. I said, I'm perfect bit of health. I said, I passed my army medical, I ran a half marathon last year. And they go, huh. Well, I don't know then. I said, can you check on the system? He said, no, we can't have a look. I was like, well, I had kidney problems when I was born. They were like, oh, maybe that was it. They were like, do you get your flu vaccine? I was like, yeah, I do. And they were like, or like, I get it out of, I don't think I have for the last like 3 or 4 years, but I've had a flu vaccine before. And yeah, so I was just like, okay, cool. They were like, oh, maybe you can talk to your doctors about it. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I get a letter at the end of COVID saying, you know, you can end shielding, like in April, end of March, early April. They're like, oh, you don't have to shield anymore. And I was like, I didn't have to shield in the first place. So I was like, I'm bored of this. Rings up the doctors and I goes, yo, hello, why do I have to shield? And they say, what do you mean? I was like, I don't understand why I've had my vaccine and why I'm 23 years old and I'm being told to shield when I have no previous medical underlying health conditions. And they're like, oh, we have asthma. And I was like, no, I don't. And they're like, oh, do you not take an inhaler? And I was like, I don't have an inhaler. They're like, oh, you need a new one. And I was like, no, I don't have asthma. I've never been diagnosed with asthma. I've never needed an asthma pump or an inhaler. And they're like, oh, did they just not give you one? And I was like, no, I said to the woman, because I was like, I'm not getting angry at you. I said, but I do not have asthma. And they go, oh, well, it says on here that you do. And I said, wow, that's an interesting one. I said, what do you mean? And they said, oh, well, a doctor's come in and amended your medical records in October. And I believe that she said 2020, but I think she was quite confused as well, because at this point we were both like, so they said, oh yeah, you know, you've got this, the doctors come in and they've amended your thingy, amended your medical record, and says that you've got asthma, and you've been taking Sopranolol. And I was like, okay, that's for like really severe asthma. I said, I don't have asthma. I said, I've never had it. I said, I've passed my army medical. I would have never passed my army medical. I'd have never got past the online screening if I had severe asthma. I said, I passed my selection. I passed my online medical. I passed my physical medical. I said, I ran a half marathon, and I didn't die. I pulled 5 muscles, but I didn't die. And they were like, interesting. I was like, yeah, so, you know, what am I meant to do? And she was like, I'll get you booked in for a call with the asthma nurses. And I was like, but I don't have asthma, like, there's nothing wrong with me. I said, I'm perfectly fine. And she was just like, oh, well, you know, just to be sure. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I booked in this call, and I called my dad afterwards, like literally a minute afterwards, because I tried calling my mum, but she never answered the phone to me because she doesn't like me. And I called my dad and I said, hey, do you know I've got severe asthma? He goes, no, you do not. And I was like, well, according to the bloody doctors, I do. And they were like, oh, do you think that was why you were rejected from the army? I said, no, because I've seen my rejection letter and I got through. I've seen my primary healthcare records. I've seen my healthcare records that have all of my ointments and illnesses and stuff since I was born. And I was like, huh, okay. So in October 2000, my dad told me I had something called croup, which is something that a lot of babies deal with. Apparently, it's something to do with your lungs. And I was really, really ill, really, really ill. So I actually had to go to hospital when I was 2 years old to deal with this. And they gave me oral Sopranolol. And the doctors kind of apparently has looked at it, at my medical record, and gone, oh, he takes Sopranolol, he's taken Sopranolol, he must be taking it. And has amended my medical record without even talking to me. I haven't been to the doctors, just FYI, in 3 years, minimum. No, yeah, about 3 years. So that would be physically impossible for me to have gone in October 2020 to say that I have asthma and be diagnosed with it. Also, it's really, really hot in this room, and I'm not fucking vibing. It's not nice at all. Anyway, that's my story time, ladies and gents. One of my friends, Steph, told me that I don't care about my audience. And I just upload when I want to. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is cap. It really is. I love you all very, very much. I appreciate you all, although there are like 96% of you who aren't subscribed, but that probably comes from that big army video that's on like 33,000 views. So if you are here from that video, or just here in general, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because it really, really does help support me. We are trying to hit monetization, not because we want to make money, but just because it would be pretty cool. And it'd be pretty cool to do like IRL live streams on here as well. Maybe just not on Twitch, who knows. But leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I don't actually know what's happening, if I'm honest. I called, I was, you ever been on the phone and then it says missed call, and it's like, or like you're literally on your phone. So I was on Instagram and then it goes missed call, and I said, I had a missed call, and I bloody called. So I called back the doctors and I said, I've had a missed call, I meant to have an appointment. And they were like, oh. I was like, yeah, I was on my phone, so they, so it didn't ring. They're like, oh, well, it wouldn't ring if you're on your phone. I said, no, I wasn't on the fucking phone, excuse my language. I wasn't on the phone, I was texting on my phone. And they're like, oh, well, I can put it, what is it you need, triage? And I was like, I don't know. I said, I have not got a clue, because I don't know why the frick I have to talk to an asthma nurse about me not having asthma. And yeah. So, probably still not sorted, probably should call them, probably should get my primary healthcare record. My phone hates me. I need to remember to put it on silent. Next week's video, it's going to be on silent. So I probably need to call the doctors back and be like, look, what's going on? Because I have no idea and I've got an itchy leg again and this is not fun. Yeah, so that's my story time. I don't have many, well, I have a lot of stories, but I don't have many good stories. So if there's anything you want to know about my life, you know, then do tell me, because I love talking about my life. It absolutely loves it, it does. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. The next couple of videos are going to be really, hopefully, insane. I just need some people to come and film them with me. Like, I don't want to do all these videos on my own. I'd like to have, like, friends and stuff to do them with, but I mean, I have no friends. That's cap, I do, but they all live miles away. There's somebody trying to do a 3-point turn out there and it's not going very well for them. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Like I say, 96% of you are not subscribed to this channel, which means that only 4% of the people watching this video potentially are actually subscribed. And it really does help support me. I love your faces. Obviously, clothing dropping soon. This t-shirt, you might be able to tell, is very, very tight on me. It is a small, so if you are thinking about ordering them, maybe go a size up, maybe go a size down. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, smalls just about fit me, but I am getting quite, you know, gunned. So that is what it is. Like I say, leave a like on the video, comment down below, tell me if you want to know anything else, or comment telling me some really cool TGF-esque style videos. I've got some really cool ones that I want to do soon. But just tell me the most outrageous thing that you've never seen done on YouTube, or you've never seen done very well on YouTube, and you want to see. I love your faces. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Twitch, and my TikTok are all down below. I love your faces, and I will see you next time.